Oh, that's crazy. You see the river? Dang, let me close the door. We run a high IQ outfit here, you know. We do indeed. There's not anybody tuning in anyways to watch me. So why does it matter? There's no Truman Show to see. So why does it matter, you know? Nothing to see here, folks. So, oh my goodness. Last night, I opened the Bible up to, is it Ecclesiastes? I probably mispronounced that. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I'll have plenty of people correct me on the back end, on the dark side. But either way, you catch the gist. And that's what I open it up to. And I got so engulfed in it because it is the most profound book. I don't even know how I haven't even spent time in this, truthfully. But it was like right before I opened the Bible, I was in my prayer, I was in my meditation, and that's exactly where I open it up. And it's exactly what I needed to read and hear and be in the present moment of the divine God, the higher power in it. And then I went into work today, and I'm getting ready to go out of town with some girlfriends on a trip. I haven't been on a trip since 2024, and my last trip was, that was interesting to say the least. They're always interesting. And, I mean, I've busted butt, you know, and I'm really looking forward to this. I'm excited. I'm excited to be in the present moment. I'm excited to be around some beautiful women that God has just placed in my life. Strategically, they've helped me in so many ways. I don't even know that I'll ever be able to fully articulate the way that they've helped me walk through certain things, you know. That said, I watched Candace's episode yesterday, and she brought the heat. I couldn't believe she played the Lego video. I'm glad that she did, you know. I'm glad that she did. We all know it. I mean, we're all on the same page here, right? We can scream it from the rooftops. We can do whatever, but at the end of the day, we all know, right? But here's what tripped me out about the whole scenario in reference to the video footage that she released. And she's got people in the government that release certain things to her and confidence. And I get it. Everybody has to eat. Everybody got to take care of themselves. And everybody in different ways moves in fear, it seems. Other than Charlie. Charlie didn't move in fear, right? He knew what was coming, but he didn't seem to move in fear. You know, he did send out that text, but he still went, didn't he? To each their own. It's all for perspective and whatever you see in it, but that's the way I see. And because he carried true faith, true understanding where he was going, and he knew that he wasn't going to leave a time before it was his time to go on to his next life, onto heaven. And he knew that he had a very big purpose, you know, and it's just one of those things. Here's the thing that trips me out about the whole synchronicities and patterns of events, because I'm a pattern person. I pick up on patterns, I pick up on synchronicities. I have my entire life. My question is this, riddle me this, okay? If we have people that work set for government, I know that there's amazing people that work for the government. I'm not saying everybody in the government's bad. Never have I said that. I don't think that whatsoever. This is a problem that I have, though, is when you have people within government agencies, institutions, this and that, where they give footage here, they do this, they want, you know, their privacy, they don't want to be disclosed, this and that, because they have to think about this, they have to think about this. Okay, I understand that aspect of it. I completely understand that aspect of it. Welcome to my world, right? Apparently. However, how are we any different than the other side that's throwing stones when it comes to this court case, the judicial system, that's playing with evidence, that's spoon feeding evidence, that's cherry picking evidence, right? We're getting upset with an institution, with a judicial system. We're calling out shots. We're doing this, we're doing that. But on the other end of it, we're receiving this on the back end, keeping XYZ disclosed. It's the same thing in different ways. This is a part of the game. This is what's frustrating to me. Again, my own thoughts, my own opinions. I just don't see how there's going to be change in any type of system if we're all doing the same thing in different ways. I don't see where the change is going to come into be. When we point the finger at a particular system or a particular circumstance, particular, situation, right? We're pointing the finger at this, but at the other side of it, we're doing the same thing, but in different ways. It's the same thing in different ways. Truth is truth. Truth is truth. And I get it. People move in fear and all of this stuff, but if we all stood together against the system that is corrupting us, what are they going to do? Exactly. If we all stood together against the system that's trying to corrupt us, what are they going to do? Riddle me that. Again, I'm not the most intelligent person. I get it. This is just how my mind operates, and I just see things differently, and it saddens me. It saddens me that we have people that work for the government that have to take these ploys to provide XYZ, to go towards XYZ, but they don't feel confident in their ventures and their calling to do it out loud. To do it out loud. Charlie did it out loud there towards the end. He did. And it did bring him to his demise, and I know it probably scares people. But if we all stood together, they can't pull a Charlie on all of us. They can't pull a Charlie on all of us, right? So I see it. Anywho, everything has its time. To everything there is a season. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to plant, a time to pluck what is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to break down, a time to build up. A time to mourn, a time to laugh, a time to weep. I read that out of order. A time to dance, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing, a time to keep, a time to throw away, a time to tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. It's all right here. There is a designated time. It literally specifies it in the Bible. The time is now. And you, by your free will, your free choice, have the ability to choose your forward trajectory. You have that. That is the Christ conscience within you. You know what's right and wrong. You know what kind of strong pulls you have. You know whether or not you're leading by your ego or you're leading by your flesh. You know whether or not you're leading by humility or you're leading by humbleness. You know whether or not you're leading with false pretenses, prejudgment, ill intent. You know all of these things within yourself. You know all of these things. The world doesn't have to know these things. You know it. You know it. And you're the one that has to live with that. You have to live with that. So often enough, we get caught up. We get so caught up in the wrong things and thinking we're on the right side of right when we don't even know what right is. Because our right that we think we're on the right side of is being led by our ego. It's being led by our flesh. It's being led by our pride. It's being led by the ivory tower that we've placed ourselves. It's being led by the ivory tower of religion that we've placed in our world and we've put there. And so because that is it, we allow that to dictate certain things in our area. It's just, and these are all things, I say this because I've walked through these things myself. I've had to learn these things myself. And it's one of those things, but I hope this video resonated. I know it's kind of deep and yeah, I love you guys. Have a great day.